Hi, I'm Donna with Xopax, and I'm often asked by our clients, is wrapping these boxes really as easy as it looks like in your videos? They're worried they're not going to be able to get the hang of it. And the answer is yes, it is that easy, but with a couple of caveats. So the overwrapping system is a simple system, but if you get a few of the variables set up incorrectly, then you're going to have a hard time getting the good tight wrapped product that you want. So I want to show you how to troubleshoot and make sure that all of your tension is set up correctly, because once your tension is set up correctly, it's just a matter of practice to get everything just right. So let's look at some issues that you may have and how to resolve those. So this is a DVD that has been wrapped with incorrect tension, and you can see it's kind of loose and sloppy looking. And I get photographs from some of our clients sometimes when they first start out saying, I just can't seem to get it. I cannot seem to get the edge to look right, to be tight and clean. And I want to walk you through the 3 things you need to check to make sure you're going to get the best product possible. So the first thing I want you to pay attention to is this bar here. Now this bottom bar that we have the film threaded between, the top and bottom bar here, we want to make sure that we're taking a minute and with these end caps that we can twist with our hands, we're lifting this up. So once you thread your film between the 2 bars, take a moment and lift this bar back up. And that's going to keep the film secure between these 2. You can still slide it in and out, but that's what you want. Now, I've put on these 2 locations, these stickers, because I want to show you what you're looking for. So first we have the media bar itself, and you're going to be able to see that moving from this sticker. And then we have the roll of film up here. So the first thing we want to look at is make sure that this bar is still. So when we pull on our film, you can see this is moving. We don't want this to move. So as I pull on this, and I stop, you can see it still keeps going. The roll of film keeps spinning even though my hand stops, and this keeps rolling. First, we want to correct this. So simply, all we're going to do is tighten the bars, tighten these end caps on these bars with our hands. And I'm going to put this back on so that you can see that now that I've taken a moment and tightened those, that it no longer spins. The bar should not be spinning. Instead, what should be happening is the roll of film should be spinning, and you can see it moving on these end caps. Now, once I start and I've secured this and I've secured this, if it's really hard for me to get this to move, it could be that my end caps are too tight. If when you put your roll on the bar of film or the media bar, if you tighten those too tightly or they're pressed in too close to the bar, you're not going to be able to get that to slide or to roll on there. So if you have a situation where it's not rolling, this is still, but it's still very hard, you're really having to tug to get this, we need to loosen this piece here. And all you need to do is go back to your packet that came with your machine. Your user manual packet had this little baggie. That's where we got our Allen wrench. We need the Allen wrench again for this. And what we're going to do is we're going to loosen it just a little bit. We're going to loosen it and we're going to pull that maybe a 1/16 of an inch away from the center of the roll. And then tighten it back up again. And then it will roll in place. Now, if this is too loose, that's also going to give you problems. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to intentionally loosen this too far. Whoops. Well, that's a very exaggerated case, but here you see it actually fell off of these. And that's going to give us problems too, because of course you're not going to be able to roll it at all. So we want to make sure that this is resting on these end caps and that it's rolling in place. Okay, so we have corrected it here. These 2 bars are right up against each other with the film in between it. We have secured the media bar to the machine so that the media bar does not roll. And we've made sure that the roll of film can spin on the end caps. So you can see with this sticker here that as I pull, it moves with it. Now, what I want to show you real quick is keep an eye on this sticker here. When I move this, I'm moving, and when I stop, it stops. That's really important, that when you stop pulling, that the roll stops. You don't want it to keep going. And if it's too loose, that's exactly what it'll do. It'll keep going. So we want it so that we can come all the way over here, and that, see how this folds? We want it to have enough tension that we can fold straight down here. Let me wrap one and show you how it should look. So we put it on our film, and I can pull forward and stop. I can pause. I can adjust my hands without changing this. This tension remains the way it needs to be. Fold that over, and then I can proceed a little bit farther. See, I'm taking a moment to get closer down here, and now I can tap and roll. Nice and tight. So tight, in fact, that it's hard to even slide this off. That's how snug this is. And then real quickly, let's go ahead and seal the ends. Now when we compare these two, look how much nicer that looks, how much tighter that is. So before you get too frustrated with not getting the hang of it quick enough, I want you to take a moment, double check your tension. Tension is the single most important factor in ensuring a successful wrap. Thanks.